Hello, hello, welcome back to the Beef Medium Podcast. I'm your host, Zach, aka Snack with Zach, and I'm joined by the only man to ever Nepo baby his way into writing a For Dummies book, my brother and co host, Matt.
Putting me on blast here.
I mean, it was two editions, too, honestly. I haven't read them, but I'm sure they're very good.
I haven't either, so, someone will have to let me know.
We got Morgan Chomps on today. One of my good friends from social media. She's truly a joy to watch in all of her videos. She does a lot of Walmart focused content, a lot of baked goods, kind of everything, sort of food newsy as well. Recently, she moved from Colorado, her home state, to Utah. So we talk a little bit about the cultural differences between the states and some of the cool things that have popped up there. But it's a very fun episode overall. So please welcome Morgan Chomps. Morgan, are you an only child? Or do you have a sibling with secret talents like my brother?
Ooh, I do have a sibling, but does she have secret talents? I have a younger sister.
Okay.
Yeah, no, not really. I wish.
What does she do in like a regular
Uh,
basis? Like, what's her
well,
vibe?
she graduated high school a couple years ago and doesn't really want to go to college, so she works at Culver's, which is great for me
Oh, no
because
shit.
free food, free custard, that works great for me. So yeah, honestly, she has the cooler job, honestly. Yeah,
I mean, that is pretty sick, especially given our line of work. I mean, that
exactly.
explains why your knowledge of Clover's too is
I
so deep, is because
know.
your sister literally works there.
It's true. It's true.
Is that your favorite fast food place, or is it?
No, my favorite fast food's definitely Taco Bell. It always has been. It's like my childhood ever since then. Yeah, I'm like a Taco Bell fan number one.
I mean, I respect that. I also just realized that you're wearing an Air One sweatshirt
I
or like
am,
shirt, and I just noticed that.
and
I
it's
was
so
like,
funny
Where does
because
one get that?
it's not even Erewhon. It's like, do you know that pizza slime brand? I
no.
don't know if you've ever heard of them. It's like it was like a huge thing back in like 2018, 2019. It was like an Instagram fashion brand. And so it really does say like actually nowhere backwards, like instead of being spelled differently. And
Is that what
I
Air One's name is?
Yeah, it's like nowhere
Oh my
backwards, but Air it
god.
has like one letter difference, the market, but like this does technically say like nowhere, which
Understood.
is yeah.
Matt, did you know that,
How
or are
have
you
I
face palming the?
never
Oh, you
known
just realized
that?
that as well.
It's
Well, you
so stupidly obvious, and it's such like an LA, like, I want to have
Hmm.
like a fancy grocery store. What am I gonna call it? Well, I want it to be nowhere, but that's not good enough. Like, oh
I
my
know.
God,
It
I'm
really is
angry.
so LA coded. Yeah.
I'm
dude,
upset.
well, you've also been in LA. My brother's been in LA for 10 years, dude. I thought it was somebody's name, dead ass, like
Oh,
Roche
yeah.
Brothers or Wegmans or who I can't
The
It
believe.
does
Erewhon
sound.
family.
I thought it was legit. The Air One is. Did you know it's from
That does sound.
Boston originally? The first Air One was in Back Bay,
Ew. Well,
dude.
That's really
not
weird.
ew to the Back Bay. Just like, how did it? What?
Yeah,
Boston spawned this upon the world?
Boston spawned this upon the world,
Oh,
and it's
jail.
so yeah. Sorry about that. I've never been to Air One, so
No.
I can't pass opinion. I do know about the $70 ice,
Oh, yeah.
but that's kind of criminal at that. But like if you're paying that much, it's not even about scalping people. You're to offer that and also to buy that. It takes a certain type of person. So
Yeah.
yeah,
How much
but
can we embarrass somebody? How much will
dude,
they pay?
you're heavy into the Walmart shop, which is really cool.
I
It's been
really am.
inspiring because you've are you a full time content creator now?
Yeah, and what's funny is I never wasn't. Like I
Oh
did not
shit!
have a job. I did not have a job before this.
Did you just go
Like
straight out
this,
of college into this,
I
or did you have to go
could
to school?
not get a job. I kind of went from going into school, graduated, and then it was like I graduated in 2021,
Okay.
and so it was kind of like in the pandemic, but not really, and like that weird time period.
Yep.
And then like nobody would hire me. And then I got hit with some chronic pain and I like could not really work at the same time. And then I was like, I'm just gonna post a TikTok. And then I just kind of made it work. So yeah, I didn't really have to quit a job. It just kind of became my full-time job.
What did you get your degree in?
Writing, rhetoric, and technology. So it kind of tracks
Yeah.
with this. Kind of
That's
not, but
marketing.
it's not totally useless. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah, it counts. Is it true that you graduated summa cum laude, or is that an urban legend?
I saw that someone was like, "Oh, this is on famous birthdays." I'm like,
Famous
"Where did
birthdays.
they pull that from?"
I
But yes,
know.
it is true. I did graduate.
How did somebody
Yeah.
even find that information? Did you remember like mentioning that at any point on
Um.
social media? Because it's crazy. I've never been famous enough to have famous birthdays.
Well, yeah, as if I am. But I think I'm like I have like a testimonial on where I graduated from. I graduated from CU, University of Colorado,
Yep.
and I kind of have like a testimonial for my degree path. So I don't know if like that somehow like wormed its way and they got information that way, and it had more of a biography about me. But yeah, I really have no idea where that came from. It's
That
kind
is
of creepy if you think about it.
fascinating.
But
No, I mean, when we were doing our research too, I pulled that up and I was like, oh, Morgan's got a famous birthdays page. And I was like, okay, got it.
yeah.
And then it was like, okay, I was like, well, I've always known you were smart anyway. I was actually initially intimidated by you when we first met on social media because you had such a strong, like, confident presence that I was like, oh my God, she's fucking cool. And I'm like,
Uh,
but as we've gotten to know each other, obviously you're the shit anyway. But yeah, that
right.
came up on the thing, and I was like, I always knew she was smart, but to take a really shitty job market and to turn that into content full time is, I feel like, a lot of folks' dreams.
Yeah, oh,
How
definitely.
how long did it take before, between going like, okay, I'm going to commit to doing this and trying to make it happen, to, oh, this is working, like this has legs to it?
Right. I think I started posting almost every day, probably in like the late summer of 2022. And I'd say like, well, it's hard now because it's like, what is the average salary? But I'd probably
I
say
know.
like the first, maybe going into the second quarter of 2023, I started like being like, I could live off this. So
Yeah.
less than a year. I mean, because if you do post every single day and you kind of commit to something, I feel like that's the biggest hurdle is like just having consistency. And once you can have that, you can pretty quickly gain some ground.
I tell people that every single day because I have friends all the time that are like, "Oh yeah, man, like you made it." Da da da. I'm like, it's not for a lack of trying. And this
Right.
theory, I don't know if you agree with this theory, but we talked about it on the pod before too. So my theory is that anybody can make it on social media if you stay consistent enough.
Oh
Like
yeah.
it's impossible not to. With
Right.
something's got to go viral out of
Exactly.
365 videos in a year.
Yeah. No, I am exactly the same way. But like the hard part is like very little people can be consistent. But yeah, I
Yeah,
totally agree. Anybody can do it. It's just if you're actually willing to post every day. Yeah, 100%.
yeah. What was the first thing that really, like, because in my perspective, the thing that I never had any food reviews go viral for the most part. It was the roundup when I came up with the roundup. That was the thing that went viral, and that's the thing I stuck with ever since. What was the thing that for you, like that moment where everything sort of changed? Did you have one, or was it more gradual?
Yeah, it's funny because I actually had an original TikTok page, and this goes back to the perfectionism. That was Morgan Chomps with an S,
I that's
just
did
like
you
my
see the invite?
Instagram.
Yeah,
And yeah, and so I started that. That was my original TikTok. And I had a Walmart draft of me like with the green screen, like you kind of. And I was like, here are some really great Walmart finds. And I had
yeah.
it in my drafts for like a month. And I'm like, nobody cares about Walmart. I'm not even going to post it. But then it's always like, it's always that video. So I'm like, well, I have really nothing else to post. I'll just post this. And that just blew up like I hadn't seen before.
Yeah.
And so that really like pushed me into the actual creator program or whatever it was at the time. And then at some point, like months later, I know everybody says this, but I really did get like totally removed from the For You page. I was totally shadow banned. Like I
Yeah.
could not get views on anything. So I had to start a new page. But yeah, that's really the only thing that like kind of told me, oh, this is kind of the content I should be making. This is what's actually clicking. But I've never really had like something totally massively blow up, especially on TikTok. The only thing I've really had that's done like crazy numbers was the bucket of chicken nuggets from
I
Wendy's
know. I
on
remember that.
Instagram. But yeah, that's really it.
That was
Yeah.
such a power move by you too, because it got like, did you get like 20 million views?
Yeah, on Instagram, I think it's towards 30 now.
That's wild.
That's really the only thing. Yeah.
For context for folks that are listening, well, you're the guest. You should tell the story of the Wendy's bucket because it's fucking brilliant.
It's another one of those stupid things where like I don't even know. My entire family was just like at some random gas station that we were like, hey, it's new. Let's go try this. And I'm like, oh, we're by a Wendy's. I wonder if this Wendy's has that really random bucket of chicken nuggets they keep talking about. And it did because the local ones around me didn't. And I'm like, well, I might as well just go get it. Just I look disgusting in my personal opinion, like not ready to be filming at all. And then we go film it. And of course, again, that's the one that blows up and everybody sees.
It always was. You filled the
Yep.
bucket with how many chicken nuggets was it? 50?
They really took the bag, dumped the whole bag of the frozen nuggets in the fryer, took the whole thing out of the fryer, and then dumped that into the bucket.
Pardon me, the
Which is pretty
conspiracy theorist to
iconic.
me, that is iconic. The conspiracy theorist to me is like, what are the odds that the entire frozen bag of nuggets fits inside the bucket?
I, I know. Yeah, you had to see it to believe it, I guess.
Well, it's wild that it obviously was a big thing then too, but I'm
Yeah.
surprised that more people don't leverage that these days because I mean, visually it's awesome,
I
but
know. I think it's hard to find. I really do. Because I mean, I tried to do it again with the saucy nuggets and I was so excited. And then they come out with this like catering type of platter. I'm like, well, that's not really what I wanted. But
the aesthetic's
so
not the same,
I
man.
know, I know. I'm like, I'm trying to film a video here. You know, it'd be really helpful if you had the right packaging. But
I said that with Sonic the other day with the pickle menu
mm-hmm.
because I messed up the card drive thing. I've only been to Sonic maybe 3 times. Matt and I went. Matt, do you remember where
Valid.
we were when we got Sonic?
Oh, it was after Joshua Tree.
It was after Joshua Tree. The first time I ever had Sonic, Matt and I were in Joshua Tree.
Oh, that is camp.
Oh, I know, right? It was, geez, this must have been
This is
2017, 18.
Oh
I had just
God,
turned
was it that far
21,
back?
so it was
Oh.
7 years ago. Oh God, that's gross. Yeah, 20. I think 17. We went and did J Tree. That was a cool day. Anyway, have you been out there before?
Oh no, but I definitely want to go now. Now that I'm more closer to the West
Oh,
Coast.
yeah.
Well,
It's
there's a
really.
Sonic right by it, so
Oh
So
yeah,
even
you
contest
know.
in Sonic. It was a really cool day though because it was overcast and foggy, and I guess the probability of that happening is like next to none.
Oh,
Right?
oh, I totally forgot about that. Where it
He's
was
like, I can
like,
give a
yeah,
shit. I go to
the
Joshua Tree all
whole.
the time.
I mean, to be fair, I was mixing it up with another Joshua Tree trip where it was really windy and that was crazy in its own right. It was like so overcast and like there's like a point in Joshua Tree where you can go up and you can look over the whole Coachella Valley and you couldn't
Yeah.
see like Jack. It was crazy.
oh
So yeah,
wow.
that was a cool day. Got some good photos in the mist. Got some good grub on the
Yeah.
way home. So
Good old Sonic. I actually think
good
the
old
Sonic that
Sonic.
we got was supremely mid, but
Mm-hmm.
I will say the Sonic pickle meal from the other day. It's just like that shit was really good. Obviously, like the tots being the factor with more seasoning. But I
Right.
asked them for the tray, and I was like, "Can I have the tray?" And they're like, "No." And I'm like, "Can I please just?" I'm like, "I'll bring it back."
Yeah, this is Sonic. What do
I'm
you
like,
mean?
"Yeah, that's the thing." Is I was like, "Don't you just give it to me?" And they're like, "No,
Yeah.
here's a bag." And so I'm sitting there like cradling all the food in my hands. So what I did, and feel free to use this trick in the future should you desire, I ordered fast food trays off of Amazon. So those are getting
Oh,
delivered to the house. I'm going to keep them in the back of my
nice.
car.
That is a good idea. That I don't have to use my charcuterie board. That like
Everybody,
everything's gonna
yeah.
slide right off.
I mean, they look great,
That's a good
but
idea.
I wouldn't want to have to clean it. That would be my whole thing. So the
Exactly.
plastic
Yeah.
when you get to the dishwasher. Are
That's
you
so
a
true.
charcuterie girl? Is that the are you the
No,
person who rolls up to no, you just have the
no.
what's
Yeah, no.
what's
I'm a sweets.
oh yeah, that also makes sense. You have a
Mm.
reputation. Do you ever host like parties stuff like that?
Oh my gosh, no. No, I'm very introverted. Like
Really?
this is like going to be the most conversation I have in like for like a month and I'm gonna love it. Yeah.
Well, we're very grateful to have you on the first place, but you always cross me as again. This is what I was saying when I remember first seeing you like years back. As I was like, she's got a presence, so it's wild to me. Not that I was like, oh, she must be like a
I
party
know.
girl, but like I expected you to. I would have never guessed. I thought you were
No,
like
I
just a very
love that
outgoing person.
though. I love to come off as intimidating. That maybe I don't know if that like what that makes me look like, but no, I want to be intimidating. But yeah, I'm definitely very introverted. So
How do you feel like that navigates when it comes to doing content? Does it affect anything you do? Is it an extra effort for you to get in front of a camera,
it's
or
not because there's nobody around. So I feel like I'm just with me, myself, and I, and so it's very peaceful. Yeah, like I mean, I don't have to be like in front of an audience or anything. So it's honestly great because I just get to be by myself.
so you're saying that
So
filming
it's
in public
perfect.
is that your worst nightmare when it comes to making content?
I feel like that's something that just comes with the job where you just like at first you're a little wary with it.
Yeah.
And you're like at the end of the day, who really cares? It's like my job. Everybody else has to do a job. And if you're gonna look at me weird, I don't know. I'm making money off it, so you can
That's
cry
a good
about
way to
Bingo.
it.
be. Well, I also am somebody who's still struggling with that as time has gone by, where it's in some ways become easier. Like when we were at Sweets and Snacks, because you need seriously, introverted or not,
I
Sweets and
know.
Snacks 6 years in Vegas.
Oh, I
So,
know. I know. So I was like, okay, well I have to go,
dude, it has to
obviously.
happen. The crew, you'll also love everybody that's there. It's really just
Yeah.
it's like 3 days of a great time. When I was there in Indy this year, I decided to do what I knew nobody else was doing because there were a lot of people there, and so I filmed on the floor and like recorded videos live in
Oh
front of like
yeah.
hundreds of people. And I don't know, it was
Yeah, props to that.
it takes a little
That's a
bit,
different
but
level.
it is, but I still can't. I think this is where vlogging is helping me too. Where I
Mm.
think Matt and I are similar in the sense that we are outgoing people, but we are introverted in the sense that we need like space and time to recharge.
Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
totally get that.
But for me, I think ever since the pandemic too, especially like 2020, 2021, like I went from working in restaurants to being like constantly forced to talk to people to talking to
Hmm.
nobody. And it did something weird and gave me this really, really strong social anxiety that I've been working to overcome.
Yeah, that's actually so interesting because I've heard a lot of people say that where like they developed social anxiety from the pandemic. And meanwhile, I'm like, I feel like I had social anxiety before the pandemic. And then when the pandemic hit, I was like, oh, everybody's now in my boat where we're all kind of by ourselves. So I'm not weird anymore. And like it almost made it better for me because like I don't know, we all went through this like collective trauma and I'm like, I feel bonded with the universe now. So I'm more comfortable. So that is just it's just so weird.
That's a good way to look at it though, because in that collectivism, sure, that shared
Yeah.
experience,
Yeah.
it's accurate. But for me, it was it kind of bugged me because I felt like in a lot of ways I was not doing super super hot in life, and so
Hmm.
like 5 years difference, I have a lot of the things that I want now, but
Yeah.
I struggle with that component where I'm like, I don't feel. I wish I had like the outgoing, like boldness of like 22-year-old me mixed with like the not. I don't know, not success and stature is a very egotistical way to explain it, but
Yeah.
uh,
No, I totally get it.
you know, it's a weird
Yeah.
dichotomy. But the vlogging
Yes.
thing has helped with that.
Yeah.
Vlogging in
That's
public,
great.
I've gotten a little bit more like bold about speaking and at least just to the
Yeah.
camera because
Yeah.
I've been paranoid about people's attention. But I found that even walking around with the vlog camera out, people will want to be in the vlog and it'll be strangers on the street. And I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
I've never had the
Oh,
confidence to do that.
right. Yeah. Yeah. I would not be able to like handle that interaction at all.
It's
Well,
That would be
it's
interesting.
like whenever there was when you were a kid and you were watching the news and they were filming somewhere downtown, there was always that bro in the background who was just like,
Yeah.
and it's
I
just like
know.
it's that like
Yeah,
people
it is.
people as soon as a lens comes out, they're just like, oh, hey, what's up? What are you
Yeah,
doing?
like a
it's a
moth
Like
to
magnetism.
flame. Right. Right.
It happened. I
exactly.
was twice in Vegas a week or two ago. I was shooting a vlog, and multiple times people were like, "Oh, can I be in your vlog, man?" And I was like, "Hell yeah, dude!" Talk to
Yeah.
people who are at like cyber conventions.
Vegas
Yeah.
is built different. I
Vegas is
remember
built different.
Hmm.
going to Vegas in 2018 to film for work. And the number of people I saw live streaming back then, I was just like, where am I? And they'll come up to you and they'll be like, hey, man, do you know who like so and so is? And I'll be like, I don't know, because like half of the internet names aren't real now. It was like Ice
Yeah,
something. And I was just like, I have no idea. And there were a bunch of guys with camp. Vegas just it's built different. It's wild
it
there.
is.
It's
Yeah.
it's so fun. You've been before, Morgan.
Oh yeah, and now I'm like 2 hours away.
Are
Yeah,
you really
I'm
that
really.
close?
Yeah,
I
I
need
know.
to look at
People
a
don't
fucking map.
realize. I know people don't realize that like southern Utah, it's like, oh, Utah, Mormon land, like all these things. Like I'm 2 hours from Vegas. I don't know about you, but like that's where I'm going.
And look, I know a lot of Mormons that love Vegas too.
Oh
So
yeah,
people want to say things,
100%.
but a lot of the ones I
Exactly.
know are going to Vegas. So
Yep.
walk us through the move to Salt Lake City, right? You grew up in Colorado. Did you live there your whole life and then you just
Basically, I grew up in this same exact town where I was born up until last May, and then we decided to move down here just because I am not a snow bunny. I hate snow. I hate skiing. I've actually never skied. I hate cold weather. I'm like a mermaid. That's what I believe. And
Mhm.
so I needed somewhere warm. And like my mom was sick of shoveling snow, like just all so sick of it. She's from Colorado too. And so yeah, we're like we just went to Salt Lake City on vacation, kind of as a joke because again, it's like Salt Lake City. What's there other than the Mormons? And then we got here and we're like, oh crap, it's actually kind of nice here. Yeah, I think we like it. And then we went a little south to where we are now in St. George, and we're like, oh, this is like even better because now there really is no snow. It just kind of was like one of those gutsy things where a lot of content creation I could do down here too, and kind of like a new area to explore. And so we just kind of made the
Mhm.
leap, and it has been the best thing that's ever happened to me, honestly. So I'm very happy down here.
That is fantastic. There
Yeah.
is one thing that I always remember. Is it in the town that you live in now that the High School Musical high school is?
Yep. Basically, when we first moved here, we were renting, and it was like that's the complex in which they like. It's like kind of like a, I don't want to call it like a senior area because that makes it sound like I was living in an assisted living area. But
Hey, sometimes you gotta do what you
it
gotta
was
do.
kind of like a retirement community, I guess, is where they filmed it. There's like an inn with a hotel, and then the retirement community, and I was kind of staying there with like where snowbirds would stay. And
Yeah.
yeah, that's where they totally filmed the whole like pool scene and with all the golf courses and then the red rocks in the background. That's what I look out my window every morning and see. So yeah, it's very pretty. It looks exactly like it does on the Disney movie. Yeah.
Well, it's
Hell
crazy
yeah.
because in the no, seriously, Matt, in the background of some of her reviews, you can see those red
Yeah.
mountains, and I'm like, holy shit! I need to move purely for the fact that my background's stuck in
Oh,
gray ass New England.
yeah. Yeah.
Utah, every place that I want to travel in this country that is like a national park is in Utah. Like Utah
Yeah,
is
there's
so
so many.
friggin' beautiful. And also like,
hmm
yes, it's very Mormon, but that's given us like Crumbl cookies, and that's given
I
us
know.
like all of the soda chains. I didn't realize how big a
culture.
thing
I know.
soda was.
No, the culture is like, it's like with the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives and everything. I mean, like, I was like, this is a great place to move as for what I do because, yeah, I didn't realize how many things stem from Utah. I feel
Oh
like
yeah,
it's
There's a
Real
really
lot.
putting itself
Housewives
on
of
the
Salt Lake
map.
City.
I know it's really putting itself on the map. But
Wild.
yeah, there's so many national parks here, and I still have to like hit most of them. I've been to Moab, but I haven't been to like Capitol Reef, Canyonlands, Bryce Canyon. I mean, there's so many. So yeah, it's definitely worth going and checking out.
Is Zion in Utah or is that
Oh, yep,
somewhere else?
yep. That's what I'm
Okay,
close to. Yeah, it's
that's
probably
the
like an hour
yeah.
away.
Are you a
Yeah.
big outdoors person generally?
I'm not outdoors like let's go hike, like the straight and narrows and go hike the 14er, but I will get out. Right now, I'm obsessed with pickleball. I fear I
Dude,
will
it's
succumb to it.
fun as hell.
I know.
Okay,
Uh,
can you, as someone who I'm not sports inclined, I'm not.
You were
I
athletic
don't.
though
That,
growing up. You at
no, no,
least
no,
Matt
no, no,
was a
no, 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 no,
runner.
no, no, no. Okay, running is
Forced to
not
run.
sport. Well, I mean, running is sports, but running is for the kids who can't like do anything else. Running is for the kids
running
who
is hard
catch a
though.
baseball with
I
their
hate running.
face.
Running is
And
hard. I give
so
you props.
pickleball, I honestly have no idea what pickleball is. Like, I know it's marketed everywhere. I have never. I
Right.
somehow managed to never see a person. What?
In LA,
How
too,
does
which
it
is
work?
crazy.
Which is crazy.
I know that is
Like,
crazy.
is it? It's not
Um,
tennis.
it's not tennis, but it's very close. It's like picture ping pong meets tennis, and
Ooh.
that's basically what it is. Like
Okay.
That's accurate.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It's like
I do
tennis,
like
but
ping
like on a
pong.
smaller micro
But it's
size. Yeah.
wild because people, for doing like an hour of pickleball, you burn something like 1,600 calories. Like the
Whoa.
workout you get from it is insane. Because I know, like, I've tried
Yeah.
to do it a couple times, but one of my friends, my friend Dylan, who's from Food Beast, is like a serial pickleball player. He's always posting like the Apple Watch screenshots of his
Oh,
workouts,
of course. Yeah.
and he's burned like thousands of fucking calories,
Wow.
and I'm always
Okay.
like, damn. I like to be active. That's my thing because I think
hmm
with our space sometimes it's kind of important to do that.
Oh yeah.
But like if you don't,
Absolutely.
if you don't, that's fine. Like I don't really give a fuck what other people do or don't
No.
do, but I like to be that way.
hmm
And yeah, the pickleball thing is I like always want to do it, but it's the commitment of it that I'm always like shit. Because I like,
Yeah.
are you in a league?
No, I honestly just go play with my mom, and we definitely are like mean to one another. And then like all the people that live in our neighborhood, because we have like a nice neighborhood pickleball court,
Mhm.
which I'm so thankful for because the pickleball courts can be crazy. And so then like all the retired people out in the morning are like, you should come play with us, and I'm like, no, I'm mean. You don't want me to play with you.
I will kill
You'll
you.
cry. Yeah, you will cry. So no, I'm not playing with you. So yeah, it's me and my mom. We just go out early, like almost every single morning, because again, it literally is an obsession. Yeah,
Yeah, you want to trade moms real quick because I love my mom, but she could never.
Never.
I didn't peg my mom as a pickleballer, honestly, but
Maybe I
she,
should
she's
make
good.
an attempt to
You
get
never
my
know.
mom out there. I don't
Yeah,
know because
you never know.
well, I keep on getting a ton of last year at least. Maybe not so much this year. Obviously, pickleball is still a thing and people are still playing it. But last year, it felt like it was a really sort of like an apex for the sport, and
Right.
I must have 3 sets of pickleball rackets that
Yes.
people sent me. Did
The
anybody send
PR
you them?
packages,
Yeah.
yes.
Did you get a set from
I've got
anybody?
like three. I
Yeah.
swear I've got like three from like Vlasic, some soda brand, and maybe Goldfish or something sent me one. I don't even remember. But
Was it
yeah, I mean,
Seven
I don't
Up?
have them. Oh, maybe it was 7 Up. But yeah, and I'm
Do
like, oh, I don't play pickleball. Don't need it. What is wrong with me?
I know.
do these brands when they so hi, not an
Hi.
influencer. No one sends
okay.
me anything in the mail. The only time I ever got things were when it got sent to other people and they're like, I don't want this. You want it now? And I'll be like, yeah, sure.
Sloppy seconds.
When
Yes.
they send you these like care packages and stuff, are they asking you what your interests are? Do they already kind of know a little thing about you? Because like Zach, no offense, you getting like 3 pickleball kits is what? Why? Whereas
Yeah.
like Morgan, that would be like the perfect hookup.
I don't think I've ever gotten like a tailored PR package from anybody. They're basically just like, hey, we have something new coming out. Do you want a package? Sure. We want to send you a little summer kit, like Bitchin' Sauce just sent me. Like the most
80 of them?
crazy sunglasses ever. Yeah, like 80 Bitchin' Sauces, like the
Yeah.
craziest sunglasses ever. If I wore them to play pickleball, I would look like Gladiator with like, just like crazy stuff. I've gotten like Polaroid cameras. I mean, they waste so much money, low key. But yeah, no, I've never been like, hey, what are your interests? We would like to send you something you actually use.
You're making a point. My biggest pet peeve about the PR mailers is I'm always very grateful to receive them,
Mm-hmm.
but it's the paper waste to me that bugs me
Oh
the
my
most
gosh.
because it's like
Yeah.
shreds and shreds and shreds and shreds of paper, and I'm like,
Yeah.
you could put this in tissue paper, whatever, and that would be good. And like the cats use
Yeah.
that, but
It's so
it's the
funny
shreds.
that you mentioned that because my mom is technically my assistant, and people will be like, "Oh, what do you do for her?" And my mom will be like, "Break down boxes." And
Literally,
genuinely, that takes hours every single day. Like,
dude,
and that really is what she does. Like,
it's so true. I
so
literally will be in my family room because it'll be like a week of mailers, and then
Mm-hmm.
we have recycling is every other week. So
Yep.
we've got these massive like recycling bins that you could fit a body in. Don't ask me why I just said that. No, I don't know either. I definitely haven't thought about it. But yeah, so like these fucking things are like easily like up to my chest or somewhere, and then I have it's like stuffed every which way that I can fill it with the cardboard boxes. It's like everything because
It
then
is
they're intricate. They've got like weird folds,
the
and then
weirdest
they're
shapes.
like
Yep.
the best one I ever received from an actual box standpoint was from Planters. I don't know if maybe you got it a couple of years ago. It was like a blue resin box that was like kind of transparent, but like I put my keepsakes in there. It was really
that's
cool.
nice.
Have you guys
I
ever
always think
said
about-
no?
Yeah, I say no to
Yeah.
stuff all the time.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because then I think, well, it's free. Well, not really, because where is it going to go when I'll either have to donate it, break down the box. So it's kind of like a lot of work. I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of work to get something free. Such a hard problem, I know.
It is. There's also in our space too. It's tricky because there's never any guaranteed coverage, but there is sometimes a lot of brands expect you to post something about it when you receive it, and I don't operate like that, especially because, and you're the same way too, Morgan, because we talk about new products like constantly. I feel like the value that we provide is worth it enough to not have to like share all the PR stuff.
Yeah, I totally
know.
agree. That's why
Okay.
I try to keep some to do kind of like those roundups where I do like, oh, I'll try new foods and stuff, just so then
Morgan
they
tries
get
things so I don't have to.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, that's exactly it. So I'll try to keep like the best of the best for those, and then donate the rest. Yeah,
that's valid. My other thing is, Matt, to answer your question off of that, I said no for a while because I was getting these. It was all building up, and I felt obligated to try it. But the more I realized, that especially there's a lot of food scarcity just throughout, and it's so easy for me to say yes now to take things because even if it's not like peas and fiber and protein stuff, sometimes it is. But like even if it's not, I know that somebody out there could use the food, so I take it to the local food pantry too. It's the same thing, and a lot of the clothes I'll donate purely because I don't have space now. It's like, yeah, it's wild.
right.
As someone who doesn't get merch, I feel like it's okay to admit that some merch is just shit too. Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
they'll send you a shirt and you're like, I don't want this. I would never wear this.
Yeah.
Not every mailer is created equal, that's for sure.
No,
But
no.
I can't wait till at some point Matt and I will get this big enough where they'll send Matt something. Somebody will send Matt
Yes.
something.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. They should.
His first PR mailer.
Yes.
It's cool. We'll
It's the
talk
goal.
about it on here.
It's the goal.
Yeah, but I mean, I think this leads into my question though. Is the best thing I've talked about this product before, dude, because I freaking love it. I want to say like 2 years ago, whenever the red velvet Oreos came back, Oreo sent me a bathrobe with like the Oreo logo embroidered on it. It's like comfy cozy, and I wear the shit out of that to this day.
I was
It's one
gonna
of my
say, I
favorite
think
things
I've
ever.
seen you in that.
Oh, I've definitely shot
I
videos
definitely
wearing
see
that
yeah.
bathrobe,
Okay,
100%.
gotcha.
Oh yeah, it's definitely been on social media. Actually, the
Nice.
KFC video, the KFC
That's what I
toothpaste.
thought. Yeah, the toothpaste. Okay,
Yeah, I
gotcha.
was wearing it. What is the best thing you've ever received in a mailer?
Oh my gosh, I gotta like look at my wall over here.
Just the
Oh
stash.
man. Okay, Arby's sent me a meat suit. And like the total, I don't know if you've ever seen it, but it's like a tracksuit.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
so
not the Lady
head to
Gaga.
toe.
I was
Like,
Yeah,
thinking the
no,
Lady
but
Gaga
very
Grammys
much
meat
so.
suit.
It very much looks like that. But yeah, totally like sweatpants, zip up hoodie, and then the big like 10-gallon style Arby's hat.
Like the
And you
Pharrell
know
one
what?
from the
Yeah,
whatever it
basically.
was years
Yeah,
ago.
that's basically exactly what it looked like. And I don't know, there's something about that that's just hanging in my closet in the little corner that I'm like, that's cute. That's like my little like work outfit, like business bitch type of outfit for what I
Yeah.
do. It's
Have
cute.
you worn that ever out to like something before?
I haven't worn it out, but I definitely pulled up to the Arby's drive-through when I did a couple reviews. It's too hot now, but for a few
Yeah.
times, and they look at you like, "What are you wearing?" But yeah,
Just
I've
trust me,
worn it
bro.
for some content, but never out and about.
You've just done a big move. So exploring Utah
Yeah.
and I mean literally every other state around that, the Pacific Northwest, all of that. Have you had time to look at those at all?
I haven't. I honestly, my mom really wants to get to San Diego, so I'm hoping that, I can make that like a business trip.
Yeah.
And so we'll go all around there. And yeah, I do really mean to do like I'd love to like rent a car and just like travel up and down the East Coast, trying all the different foods. Because people will be like, oh, you want to go to New York City? What do you want to do? And I'm like, eat, like genuinely like eat. Like there's so many things I want to try. I feel like all I'll do is eat. So I'm
I've wanted to do
trying.
the same thing for the Midwest because I've
Hmm.
been on both coasts a decent amount of times, spent a lot of time in Texas, so I kind of hit that. And then Matt and I grew up in Georgia, so we
Okay.
had a pretty good puttering around like the Southeast. But
Hmm.
until last year, I'd never been to any of the Midwest, like literally anything that was north
Wow.
of Texas, like west of the East Coast and
Hmm.
east of the West Coast, the flyovers, if you will. Like I'd
Yes.
never been to any of them. Even that includes Chicago too. Like went to Chicago for the first
Oh
time, fell in
yeah.
love with Chicago. Have you been up? You went up there?
Yeah, I've been to Chicago. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was a while ago, but yeah.
I'm trying to think of where in proximity Colorado is. Well, Colorado's by like. Is Montana north of? Well, I mean, it's north of Colorado, but is it? Does it border Chicago, or are there more states in
no,
between?
there's a lot of
No,
states in
Montana.
between.
Yeah, Montana's like, yeah,
Would you believe I won the geography bee in fifth grade?
Yeah,
Yeah, boy, we
I
got
don't know.
Nebraska's in between
Oh
there.
yeah,
You
okay.
got the
Nebraska's
Dakotas in
there.
between there.
Yeah,
Yeah, Dakotas.
Wisconsin, Michigan.
yes.
Idaho's up there. Then you get Wisconsin. Those loop
Kansas, yeah,
down.
South Dakota,
Well,
Wyoming, yeah.
Idaho's in the opposite direction too.
Yeah, but I was
I
thinking you've got the Dakotas, and then to the east of that
Yeah.
is Idaho. To the west of that is Montana, and below that would be
w-
Nebraska.
uh, Idaho is still west of the Dakotas.
Wait, is it?
Yes.
Which state
I'm
am I
like
thinking of?
Utah is below Idaho, and Colorado is below like Wyoming and North and South Dakota. So yeah.
Hang on, I gotta look at a map real fast.
Yeah.
I believe you guys. I just need to see. Damn, is Salt Lake that big? What is
It's
that
not that
giant
big.
body of water in the middle of Utah?
Probably the Salt Lake.
Holy shit!
It's
Yeah.
shrinking though, isn't it?
I think so, yeah. And then they have like the problem where, yeah, it's like evaporating.
It's dehydrated from all the salt,
I
obviously.
know.
There's that, and then Salt Lake. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Salt Lake basically exists within a valley, right? And so I've heard that like all the air and pollution just kind of
The
like stacks up
inversion.
in the valley.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're always like, the inversion is so bad. And I'm like, what does that word even mean? Am
Yeah,
I
what is that?
dumb? And then I looked it up, and yeah, it's basically where like the fog rolls in, if you will, because like I mean, people think Colorado has mountains, and like in comparison to Salt Lake, Colorado does not have mountains. Salt Lake, you're like right on the Alps. Like you look like you're in Switzerland. And so
Damn.
you have one on one side, like to the east, huge mountains. And then to the west, there's another mountain range a little far away. So you're kind of in this bowl. And then I guess when like, yeah, the weather settles down into the valley, it gets stuck. And then you get like really bad pollution because then the pollution has nowhere to go from all the cars. And yeah, it creates
Mm.
an inversion.
Is there any like restaurant chain or anything outside of like the area that you've been that you really want to like to try to sample? Is there like an East Coast or a West Coast specific group that you're just like, oh, if I ever get there, I gotta try it?
Whataburger is like my number one. Bojangles. Oh, what's that place? Cookout? Is that what it's called?
Cookout's
Cookout?
insanely
That one-
Never
unreal.
been.
I know that one
Oh
sounds so.
God.
That one seems so unreal. Like it seems like how does this possibly exist? So I feel like I have to like be there to believe it or see it. And yeah, I think those are mainly it. I love Shake Shack, and yet they have the closest one to me is in Vegas. I don't even have a Raising Cane's out here, so there's some that I missed that I like moved away from that I
Yeah.
don't have anymore.
Well, I will say if the closest Shake Shack to you is in Vegas, that also means the closest Whataburger to you is also in
That's
Vegas.
also true. But I
And that-
heard that it's different in Texas, that I need to try the Texas Whataburger
Yeah.
because it tastes different. So that's
I hate to be a purist like that, but if you're gonna have Whataburger for the first time, it's low key got to be in Texas. But Texas alone, you could do, I mean, its own food tour of just like between Austin, San
True.
Antonio, and Houston.
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 Mhm.
I don't know what the food scene is like in Dallas, if it's as prominent as the others. I haven't really spent time there aside from like a 45-minute layover.
Mm.
I don't like the airport though. No offense to the Dallas Fort Worth, but that's a nasty airport. It was
Ugh.
gross. It looked like it was straight out of the 80s. Is there like
Oh,
any
fun.
local Utah chains that exist? That this is like the opposite of what Matt just asked,
Right.
but oh yeah, are there local aside from the Crumbles of the world that or
Yeah.
like originated there? Are there
A million
local
of
Utah
those.
spots?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. My favorite, and this is like, there's this Chuckarama, love the name, and it's a buffet. And usually I'm like, I hate buffet foods. I think they're like so disgusting. Like if you were to drag me into like a Golden Corral, I would like probably just throw up at the sight of the food. But this buffet is like, it's like if you went to your Mormon's like grandma's kitchen and she just like cooked a feast for you. It is so good. They have like all the Mormon staples like funeral potatoes, frog eye salad,
What?
Jello. They have these scones that are like a beignet, but they call them scones, and they're just like indescribably delicious. We go there so often that it's like embarrassing for me to admit how often I go there. But yeah, it's
Weekly.
It's
Is it
definitely
weekly?
like, no, it's not weekly. But if trust me, if I could get away with my metabolism, I would be there like every day. But yeah, it's like the best thing ever. If you go to Utah, that's like the one place, one stop shop to hit all the cultural foods.
Okay, noted.
Yeah.
Because I had no idea that that was a thing and that there was so much. The more I learn about, I need to watch some of the Mormon reality shows because like a close friend of mine is, but we don't really ever talk about like so much of the culture and stuff like that.
Right.
So, Matt,
Okay, sorry. Because I don't know what funeral
Matt's the
potatoes
researcher here.
are, and I don't know what frog eye salad is, and I looked both of these up, and this is like funeral potatoes. The name got me. The dish,
Okay.
totally get.
Yeah.
For people who don't know what funeral potatoes are, they're potatoes with corn flakes on top.
Yes. It's like
What?
hash
Okay.
browns with cheese and sour cream, all baked with a cornflake kind of crumble on top.
I mean, that sounds fire. I would love
It's
to know where the
amazing.
name funeral potatoes comes from.
I know.
This
I think
frog
maybe
eye salad, though,
is
Is
wild.
it literal?
wild. This is like
No,
something.
but-
that, like,
Wait. Okay, let me guess. Let me see if I can guess this. Frog eye
You're
salad.
go
My
for
mom
it.
actually had it served at her wedding. So
Okay,
No
interesting.
shit.
Is
Yeah.
your mom
That's
Mormon?
so.
no.
Okay, so
No.
this is like a Utah, Colorado, just sort of thing. Okay,
Yes.
is it peeled grapes?
No,
No,
but that would be funny.
no, but you're
That's-
kind of in the ballpark now.
What's in the ballpark?
All right,
of
I'm going to
peeled
list.
grapes?
This is what All Recipes says. All
Okay,
Recipes
who
says
wrote it? Who wrote it?
it was written by Judy. I'm going to hold you to this, Judy. If this is inaccurate, I'm going to be mad.
This is
Perfect.
our Judy.
Honestly.
This frog eye salad is made with acini de pepe or couscous pasta, coconut, pineapple, mandarin oranges, and marshmallows for a sweet, chilled holiday dessert.
Yep.
I would
Yep.
eat the shit out of that. There's nothing on there I
texture.
don't.
It's the texture for me.
In a
That's-
negative way, or
In a negative way. But I'll tell you, my mom eats that up, but I can't get over the texture.
Does your mom cook at home a lot?
Oh yeah. And she would make that when we were, lived back in Colorado, and then we came here and we realized it was kind of like a Mormon thing. We're like, maybe we do belong here. But
we
yeah,
fit in,
it's-
assimilated.
Yeah, we fit in. Yeah, it's an interesting experience. I would suggest trying it. It's definitely like here the word salad is used very liberally. So yeah, that's very a typical like nice little sweet treat salad.
That's fascinating.
Very
The
fun.
combination of fruit and pasta, I say as a
Yeah.
dumbass because tomatoes are fruit, but sweet fruit and pasta, I don't know, or like couscous or a
I
chini
mean, dessert pasta is a thing.
is
Like,
a
True.
well, I mean,
world.
in this world, and when I say is a thing, I mean people do it
Yeah, you have to be
If
somewhere.
high
they
as
should or
fuck to do
not.
that,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
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 I mean, I would try it. I'm in the camp that I will try most things once. So I
Yeah.
definitely, if you put it in front of me, I will absolutely taste it. I
Yeah.
won't be like, "Ah, I'm not touching that." But
At
that's
least
It
it's
reminds
not
fascinating.
me
like, yeah, it's not a
it
weird
reminds me of
fish or
those like
Yeah,
something.
50s recipes that like housewives would
yeah, the
do
Oh,
where
fucking
it's
weird
like
100%.
Jello ones.
jelloed
Yeah.
ham with like sour cream on
Hmm.
top. But this is like this is cohesive. This is
Yes.
because it's sweet on sweet on sweet with like a little bit of like a neutral. It's like a ladyfinger is well, ladyfingers are sweet, but
I'm gonna
like in like a
contradict myself and say
tiramisu.
the Jello
Yeah.
ham thing that I might not put in my mouth
Yeah, maybe
ever.
not.
Yeah, well, because I didn't realize that fucking like head cheese was a thing
Oh
until it
God,
was.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Matt, we talked about the head cheese thing,
Why
right?
are we complaining about head cheese? Head cheese is delicious.
Have you had the? Mm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Look, I have eaten some
the
very
meat that's
adventurous
in like a
items.
loaf with aspic.
Yeah, like the
Yeah,
Jello, the fat Jello.
yeah,
Like, yeah.
yeah.
What's
Or
your take on head cheese?
delicious.
Really? Where?
I
When
will
have you
eat
had it? When have you had head
anything.
cheese?
I actually did. Mike Sherman make it at Brasserie 28 once, and it did not sell.
You're asking the wrong person because I would never have stuck that fucking shit in my mouth.
It's so good.
No.
It's so good.
There are some lines that we're not crossing.
There are some
No.
lines that it's look, I love a meat. I will eat steak raw, but I think it's the I've never been a you never had steak tartare? Why are you looking at me like I have
Oh,
No.
like
okay.
seven
Yeah,
heads?
no. That's fair.
I go to the Whole Foods and I grab the fucking thing out of the case and I just shove it in my mouth.
Shove it in. Yep.
Shove it in.
That's a new
I-
TikTok idea. There you go.
Oh my god, right? I was just maybe it'll be an April Fool's joke next year
Yeah.
and be like, all right, guys, I'm dropping snack foods. I'm going full carnivore diet,
Yeah.
and that would be the.
Ugh.
I've done stunts like that before, man. I'd never been a big Jello person though, so that
Me
also may
neither.
be my overall aversion to it. Real recognize real. Yeah, I don't know. It kind of messes with my brain a bit.
Yeah.
Are
I don't.
there
Yeah. A texture again.
are there any other like Utah staples that have kind of caught you off guard that you've been like, oh,
Honestly, well, it's just so funny here because like everybody loves sugar. I mean, it is like I think I like sweets. These people live and die by the sugar, but then they also work out like crazy. So so it's like everybody's active. I mean, you go out at like what other state are you going to go outside at 7 a.m. on a Sunday? And for the people that aren't obviously in church, and like everybody's out running, everybody's
jeez.
up, everybody's with their kids, the kids are up, the kids are running. I mean, it's just so active here. So it's just like anything that they can pack sugar into, you can bet that they're going to. That's why I said like liberal use of salad. I mean, like I don't know if you've ever had Snickers salad. That's really good too with like apples, Cool Whip, caramel, Snickers bars.
See that
That's
I would
good.
eat. That sounds like
Yeah,
a good, like a really
I
good Halloween
Yeah.
that
type
is
dish.
a deconstructed caramel apple to me. That is
true. That's
delicious.
actually
Exactly.
very true. That's exactly what it is.
That sounds good. So as a fellow sweets person, then is October your season? Like, do you thrive in the Halloween months because of all the sweet treats, or is it depends?
I'm not a can. I love like cake and ice cream and
You're
stuff,
like
but I
baked goods
don't like
person.
candy. Like I'm
Yeah,
not like a candy. Well, if you put it on ice cream, I'll eat candy. But I just don't like pick up a candy bar. But I do love October just in general.
that's
I know
valid.
that. Yeah,
It's
you
the best
seem
month.
like a spooky man.
Is it the black cat that gives it away? What?
The vibe, the tattoos, the black cat,
Yeah, I was
the
in Salem
aura.
2 days ago, just hanging out
Mm,
after I
well,
went to
there
the
you go.
Sonic because our
That
Sonic is
sounds
in a
that
city called
checks.
Peabody, which is the border.
Oh,
I
did the
had
one
to.
in Lawrence close?
Was there a Sonic in Lawrence?
Yeah, we used to go there every now and then.
I thought you guys went to like the Denny's that was in like.
No, I would go to the Denny's with like the restaurant staff when we would all get really
That's what I was thinking.
drunk at like 2 o'clock in the morning.
I was underage, so I couldn't do that shit. Yeah, I
Mm,
was never cool enough. I had to ask one thing related to the baked goods because
okay.
I saw part of your video, but I want to get your take about this on the podcast. First of all, your thoughts on Crumbl these days, especially somebody who's now in the area of Crumbl, and also the Walmart dupes.
Oh man. Okay. Crumbl, we've had a complicated relationship, if you will. I used to really, really rag on them. Obviously, I think I would just happen to be near one of the like worst locations ever that like didn't like turn their ovens on, quite frankly. And so when I started doing my reviews, I was doing them as like a normal, I don't know, like consumer, customer, and I'm like, why would anybody spend their money on this? But now that like it's my job, it's like my job. So I can just go and I don't have to worry about like spending, my money on it, that I'm going to enjoy it and eat it. And like, I really care if I like it or not. So I've kind of come around to like, we're business mutuals rather than like best friends.
Yeah.
We don't have to be best friends. We can just have a business relationship.
I like how you started off as a Crumbl hater, skeptic,
Yeah.
and then from there it improved. Whereas I feel like a lot of people's experience has now been the reverse, where everybody was obsessed with Crumbl, and then
Mm-hmm.
it kind of became like, what the hell is this? I don't know what the driving force is. I think it's a combination of A, the prices are crazy,
Mm-hmm.
B, like I don't, and you probably see too. I don't really talk about Crumbl. Like I talked about the Benson Boone
That's
cookie
true.
because that was like the big fucking news last week, and I
Yeah.
needed to put it in the menu roundup. But outside of that, I'm like, everybody's going to talk about it anyway. Every other
Yeah.
food news creator is going to post about this goddamn lineup. So I was
It's
like, I
because
don't know
they
what the
do
point
too
of
So
me.
true.
much.
They do a lot, and some of the cookies are really are fire. I also like how they do like the chilled ones, and they do the warm ones. But I I don't know. What do you think has changed in the past couple of years that has contributed to, at least to the noise of the general public?
Right. I feel like, I mean, I don't know when Crumbl really hit like nationwide, but I feel like they said during the pandemic, I think they saw a really big swell in sales because like it was a place where you could go get a treat and kind of share it on social media. Because that was when TikTok was kind of like really like popping off, when people weren't just like doing dances or whatever. And so it was like a place you could go like every week, get your cookies, try them in like the comfort of your own little home, and then it kind of blew up on social media. And I think there's just something about like a new menu every week. It's a great way to start your Monday to like, nobody really likes Monday, but you've got like this whole new
Yeah,
fun cookie lineup and like all these creators are going to go try it, and so it's like popular in that way, but then it's at the same time not that like spectacular. I mean, like let's be honest. And
yeah.
so it's kind of like not worth the hype as like a normal consumer. It's almost more fun to like watch the content around Crumbl than to like experience Crumbl yourself.
I
And
definitely
then
agree with that.
and then with those Walmart dupes, everybody's like, these don't taste like Crumbl. I'm like, well, first of all, Crumbl is just a cookie. Like I really don't know what else to say. And the whole point is like, I'm sure it's just like, this is a big cookie. Thus, it's like Crumbl. Like to me, that's the equivalency.
Oh, is that
Um,
where people drew the line? Because I remember
I don't
seeing a couple
know.
people review them, and I remember you talking about them, and then a bunch of people talked about them. I'm pretty sure you were the first person on that punch, so nicely done.
Might
But
be.
yeah, is that the people are just
Well,
recognizing
it's
that's
so
a large
funny.
cookie? And
On the back, it literally, we were like, I'm like grabbing them at Walmart. My mom's like, there's like a literal disclaimer on the back that says like, whatever the brand's name even is, it's like King Crumb has no affiliation with Crumbl or any of its like enterprises or whatever.
they preemptively did
So
that
they
shit. They're
really did
like,
that. But I'm like, I mean, I don't know. Unless you're going to steal a recipe, it's basically just like, it's a big cookie. And I don't know. It's not. I think it's a fun little like gimmicky thing, just as Crumbl is, to make a giant cookie. But like, where does it stop? Just make bigger and bigger cookies at this point.
yeah. Honestly, I'm surprised they haven't done one giant cookie and only sold that for a week at this point.
Have you seen the like? I don't know if it's in New York, but somewhere, and I think the name of it was like Thin Cookies, and it was literally just all of Crumbl's branding, like the same font, the same boxes, the same everything, but it was all yellow instead of pink. And all it said was like better than Crumbl, and the cookie itself was like paper thin, and they all come in like a little like box, like an accordion style.
I
And
need
it
to
was
find
like the
this.
craziest thing, and people were like, "Are you gonna go try those?" I'm like, "Yeah, let me just hop on a flight. Let me just truly go hop on a flight to
Yeah,
go try
it's where is
these
this? New York
cookies."
City
I have no idea.
or
I
similar?
mean, it has to be somewhere that like gets a good amount of foot traffic.
I need to
But
find out about
it
this
was like
because
very niche on social media. I only saw a few people post about it.
But this is the thing.
So
It's going to be
crazy.
early, and then in like 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, everybody's going to be talking about it because
True.
we're past the point at this point where it feels like the Crumbl wave is kind of like people like, yes, Matt.
I'm looking up thin cookies, and I'm
Thin cookies.
just as shocked this time around.
Really?
They're like 90 calories a cookie, which
Well, see, that's
not
the benefit to me. Well,
Mhm.
I don't really give like that many shits, but my whole thing is like the real reason why I care about this is because the higher the level of added sugar, the more I'm likely to break out. At
Oh
28,
yeah.
I get breakouts with added sugar. So
Mhm.
to me, having a lower cal option that likely has less sugar, I'm like, oh, tell me more because I would love
Right.
to eat all of them.
Yes.
Where is it, Matt? Does it say?
It's a place called, well, this particular place is called Thin Cookies, New York.
Okay, so it is in
And
New York.
Well, there you
it
go.
is
Damn it.
on Bleecker Street.
Oh fuck! Well, I was just there the other day, man.
Oh.
Wish we did that. I should have scheduled this 2 days ago.
I know.
It's okay. I'll
Oh
go back.
man.
Thin
I
cookies
gotta
is
send
next
more
on the list.
stuff.
I know. Seriously, you got to tell me about all that too. And
I
then you
know.
have to get your fucking ass out to New York so you can try
I
thin
know.
cookies. And
Apparently.
yeah, I don't live there, but New York would be a great time. Get a couple folks. Jazz and Cam just came back from New York too,
Yes.
and they were like, "Oh, it was terrible," because they had a great time, but they were like, "Oh, the transportation is just like it takes forever to get everywhere." And I was like, "Did you guys take the subway?" And they're like, "No." And I'm like, "Well, there's your problem."
Yeah.
It's like the people who live there don't
Yeah, I was
don't
gonna
take the
say,
subway,
you
so
gotta
we'll
do
have
what
to
the
do like
locals
a
do.
yeah, we have to do like a group trip or something like that to some
Yeah.
place at some point. That would be super
Yeah.
dope. But in the meantime, where can folks find you on social media? Obviously, you have a very varying handles. Break that down for us and tell
I
folks where
know.
they can find your content.
TikTok is Morgan Chomps with a Z at the end. Instagram and YouTube are both just Morgan Chomps with an S.
Sweet,
I
good
think
stuff.
that is it. Yeah, I'm not on Twitter. I'm scared of Twitter.
It's
Or
okay.
X,
It's fine.
whatever it is.
Sorry,
I
what?
feel like people are mean over there.
No, it's successful anyway. I
And
haven't
I
even
think that's
touched it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very cool. Well, thank you so much for joining us, my friend Morgan. Truly one of my favorite people on the internet. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah. Thank you for allowing me to even be here. I don't even know how this happened, but
Just by pure magic,
I'm honored.
obviously.